anybody wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like Urkel. We turfing, yeah. We turfing, yeah. Cup full of Henny, anybody wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like
one-on-one, turf, one-on-one, turf, one-on-one, turf, one-on-one, turf, one-on-one, turf, one-on-one.
Yo, what up, peoples? What up, people? My good peoples. Welcome back again. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for all the support. We've been doing this for over a year now. It's crazy how time flies. But welcome to another episode, Turfn Talks podcast. As I start off every episode, make sure y'all hit that subscribe on YouTube. It's TURFN_101. There's no underscore here, but it's an underscore 101. Hit that subscribe button. On Instagram, same handle, TURFN_101. That's where we got all the latest interviews, all the latest clips. You know, we talk history, we talk a whole gang of shit. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Okay, without further ado, we got a special guest, man. He comes all the way. He hails all the way from France, man. It's wild. I know. It's crazy, right? So we got Okami in the building, man. We've been trying to get Okami for a while, but I'm glad it finally connected. He's out here for an event. Funny thing is, I'm coming up to the Bay in about 2 weeks. So I'll be up there. We're going to get so much content up there. I'm going to be up there for First Fridays and for one of Johnny's turfing events, 11th, 8th.
Yeah, turfing event.
Turfing event on on Saturday on the 8th in the city. It's about to be live because we're coming.
Yes, you're going to be the 8th or the 7th. I don't remember the date, but I'm going to be there.
Yeah. We're coming too. We're coming. Beautiful thing is, we're gonna come with the backdrops. Me and Nettie, you know, my co-host Nettie. Shout out to Nettie. Okay. She's kind of sick right now, so I don't know. She might hop in. She might not. She might just need to get a rest, but it's all good. But we're gonna be up there. We're gonna do some pre-interview battles. We're gonna do some after-interview battles. All that interview on the couch is gonna be lit. We're gonna bring all the stuff we need. But Okami, man, what's going on, bro? Tell the people, first of all, just tell the people, man, where you from and a little bit of background about yourself, not about dancing. Just introduce yourself to the people first.
Yeah, so my dad's name is Okami. My real name is Miguel. I'm from Paris, born and raised in Paris. I'm 29 years old. I'm like a big fan of manga, anime, some stuff like this. Hey. And also love dancing too.
Wait, you can't. You talking to one of the bro? You talking to a otaku right here, bro? So we gonna get off subject real quick. You like anime and stuff, bro. What's something you watching right now, bro? Tell the people.
So right now, I don't really watch. I prefer to read. I read like a manga was really when I was younger.
What are you reading right now? Let me see.
Reading Kyo. It's like an old manga. Oh, okay. It just came out like the same year of Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Also I read a lot. Yeah, Bleach, One Piece, so Gachokuta.
I'm a manga reader, but I also finish the mangas and then I wait for the anime to come out because I love to see the mangas animated. Like that's me.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
Yeah. So I read them. Everybody be watching them crying and shit. I already know what's gonna go on because you know how mangas are. They gonna end 5 years before the anime even come out. You know what I mean? So I be ahead of the game, know what's going on. But so, okay, you're from France, man. Beautiful, man. One of our first international guests we got. But you out here right now, or not here because I'm in LA. You out in the Bay. So can you share with us what was your journey into dance in general? This is before turf dance. When was the first time you remember dancing?
So I was younger. I was around like 7, 10. And every time dance clip by Usher coming to the TV, my mom said to me I was dressing like Usher and dance like Usher every time he come to the TV. So that's the first time I really dance.
That's fire. So it was Usher. I tell the guests, I was waiting for somebody else to say something besides like Michael Jackson, the cliches. And finally, we got somebody that said Usher though. Usher himself.
Usher is like the dance clip is like remind me when he dance under the rain. And my mom tell me every time this clip come on TV, I was dressed like him and dance like him every time.
So you got first introduced to gliding. Was it like footwork and stuff that you did first?
Yeah. So firstly, I was a jerker. Like I did jerking a lot since 2K10 until 2K15. And I was a lot of dancer with footwork, gliding, footwork for drinking, some stuff like this. I began also with a sea walk because I like footwork in general. So back in the day, my goal was to learn every footwork move and be the best with only footwork.
Yeah, okay. So you started. That's why you still got some feet right now. I'll be watching you.
Yeah,
So
that's why.
you're in France, and you're in France while you were learning how to jerk, right? So who did you watch in the jerker movement? You know, we had some
So
jerkers on here. We had Kid Soul on here. So
yeah, the funny part, it was when I was watching some jerking, I was watching people from the Bay,
jerkers from the
like Tay
Bay.
Ninja from the Bay. Yeah,
That's wild. So you wasn't even no LA jerkers. It was jerkers from the Bay.
yeah,
So were you learning off of YouTube? Was this YouTube?
yeah. YouTube. So I was just watching video on YouTube and like looking for some dancing tutorial on YouTube, and I was learning on my room thanks to YouTube. And in Paris, we have
Right.
like a big ass community about jerking, so we dance a
Right.
lot.
I'll say so. Now you're jerking. How old was this? You said. How old were you at this point in time where you started learning
So
jerking?
I did when I start learn jerking, I was like 14, yeah, 14, 15.
So 14,
Yeah,
15 in Paris, in France.
yeah,
Is that like were you like just starting high school, or were you already like? How did the
yeah,
grading go? Were you already in high school?
yeah. That's high school.
That's high school out
That's
there.
high school. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so how was it? How was it for you? You started jerking. Is it something that the girls like? Did you get like attention and shit like that? Is it a popular
yeah.
thing to dance out
Because
there?
no, I was the only dancer in my high school, and just know that I'm someone very shy. I don't talk with girl a lot when I was younger, and thanks to dancing, I was able to talk with some girl. It was not the goal first, but thanks to dancing, I was able to catch some girls.
So look, so Pete, you jerking now, right? You getting your shine together. I know you didn't have dreads. You
Yeah.
probably had like a regular cut. You doing the
Yeah,
reject
no,
all
I
that.
only have like a little hair, some afro, some stuff like this.
The afro. Did you always have that style too, bro?
Yeah,
Did you was you already dressing and were you gaining your style?
yeah. I
Was
was
that from
dressing like a
France or
jack.
was that from America?
So my style was like an American style because I was dressing like people from America.
Right.
Like,
So how did that? How
since
did
I'm
people take
younger,
it?
what's that?
How did people take it out there? Like, were you just like, cause you dressing like and dancing and looking like America, California especially. How did people in France take it?
Yeah,
Were they like cool with it, or were they like, oh, you want to be
no,
American, or
no, they was cool with it because I was not the only one to do that.
um,
In my school, I was the only one, but except that, everybody was following the trend. That's why I was so happy to dance because I was not
right,
alone at this time.
right, okay. So let's fast forward. You in high school, you got the fits, you jerking, you doing your thing. I'm pretty sure you was popular. I'm assuming, right? Because you're the only dancer in your school.
Yeah, because I was dancing.
So were you battling out there? We're still in jerking. We still in jerking. So at this time,
Yeah,
were you
so
outside
I
dancing, battling? And
at this time was only battling, but about jerking. I didn't mix like jerking to other dance style like all style. I was only do jerk battle.
okay, so okay, let me get you straight. So let's say you're in France. What was the main type of dance? Were they doing new style out there, or what was the
So
main type of dance?
yeah, so the main style in French like hip hop dancing, like new style.
Hmm. Yeah.
But me, I didn't know about that because I only care about jerking at this time.
Okay. Okay. So you weren't like paying attention to the just the booze and all that. And
Yeah, I really don't care about that because but after like when I done with my high school,
mhm.
I beginning to learn about dancing in general, and I meet different people. And around this time after high school, I was like around 70, 80. And I meet some hip hop dancer, and they come to us and say, "Jacking is cool, but you can never beat people like hip hop dancer." And
Mm.
if you know me, I'm someone I don't like when someone say you can never beat me.
Yeah, you
So
wasn't hearing that shit for sure.
So I learn about dancing in general because the problem with the jerking is we don't have like the rhythm and we don't know how to follow the music because the beat was really fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you want to dance against hip hop dancer, you need to learn how to slow it down and just understand the music.
So jerking
So after that, my goal,
was jerking, sorry, but was jerking kind of like, would you consider it kind of like was it similar to like house dancing and house dancers? The speed of it.
yeah, but no. So for me, jerking is like a mix between sea walk and gangsta style from LA. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna say it, but it's more close to turfing than house.
Got you. No, yeah, I got you because that's why there were some jerkers in the Bay. I can understand it. And our
Yeah,
music, the jerk music sometimes is similar. The slower beats to jerk music sound somewhat like some of the beats that turf dancers dance to at that time. So okay,
Yeah,
now um you were jerking. You ran into this. You ran into some hip hop dancers, right?
yeah,
Was
yeah.
hip hop your next transition?
No, because I don't like all hip hop dancers there in French because for me they only do moves. They don't really enjoy the foundation and enjoy what the dance style form. They're good at beat kills, but they're not good at feeling the music or feel like when you watch it. So
They,
that's
they,
why I was not really like the hip hop vibes because it's like a toxic vibes in Paris. We're strong, but everybody is toxic.
okay, so when did you start, or how did you tell us your journey into turf dancing? When did it begin? Like, when did you see it first? And like, let's bring us
Okay.
here.
So, firstly, when I was a jerker, I meet one guy who was a turf dancer in Paris. And every
Oh,
time he come to me and says, stop, do jerking. So come turf with me because turfing's better. But me, I
wait,
was just follow the trend about jerking.
who was this person? Wait a minute.
So
Before that, was this person from France?
yeah, he from France, but he stopped turf dancing because he teach me everything he can teach me, and he stopped dancing.
When wait, what's his name? What's this person's name?
So he don't have a dance name, but his name is Leo. And when I was a jerker,
Uh
he
huh.
was pushing the turfing before me. So he was a big fan of turf fans. And every time he come to me and say, "Bro, just stop jerking and do turfing."
That's
But
crazy.
me, I was only. But at this time, my goal was to dance with a lot of people and just be on the same trend of everybody. But what he say stay in my mind. So this is like something important because what he say is staying in my mind. And once the Jack was dead in Paris, I was looking for a dance style with the same vibe of jerking because I was liking the vibe they have into the Jack movement, like dancing outside, some fiction, the song, some stuff like this. And the jerking in French was dead around like 2K15. And I was looking on YouTube a dance style or what I can do, and because I wanted something like who can give me happiness, and the same happiness I was looking into the jerking. And I was remember someone telling me, bro, do turf dancing, do turf dancing. And the
Man,
first video I was looking about this dance style was like real when you do a lot of contortion. It was like too harder for me to do some stuff like this. So I looking about different video about turfing and find video when turf fans dance under the rain. And I was looking at the video and the first thing come to me is like I want to dance like them, but in my own way because I want to beat them.
yeah, yeah. So it was that Turfing in the Rain video, huh? Shout out to the
Yeah,
Turf Fiends though. And I think was it Yak Films that filmed that. That got to be the most viral turf dance video the Turf Fiends have. The most viral turf dance video probably
yeah,
ever. To this day, still that turf dance in the rain. It gives people chills, and it touched so many people across the world that man they should be proud. I know they're happy for that, and it's shout out to the turf fiends, man. But yeah, so that turfing in the rain video. So what was your connection to the learning turf dancers outside of France? How did that be? How did that start?
So when I was looking about this video, I was watching every video on Yak Films about
Yak
turf
film.
dancing. Yeah. And one day I found a video of Strobe and Intricate on Yak Film.
Mm-hmm.
And they was doing some touching. And I didn't know there was turf dancer first. So I was liking there was a dance because they can do some touch and some ball rankings of stuff like this. I said, oh yeah, I want to dance like them because it's cool and then can slide and glide the same way.
Right.
So I began to looking for other video of them and I learned they from the Bay and they was turf dancer too. So I was that's cool. So I began to watch every dance battle of Intricate and Strobe, and I beginning to discover different turf dancer after that.
So after that circle, so is it safe to say Intricate and Strobe were your earliest American turf dance influence directly to your style?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I beginning with the 13 first because I was watching them dancing. But I was always good with my foot, but I didn't know how to mix that first. And when I beginning to watch different dance video,
Uh-huh.
I looking to understand how to mix the both.
Right. Okay. So now you're still in France at this time, right? You're still in Paris,
Yeah,
but you're learning
I'm still
turf
in
dancing.
Paris
You're learning
and
it
I'm around 80,
around
18.
18. So you're learning it. You
Yeah.
got Strobe, you got Intricate. You're watching it. Who was the first turf dancers that you ran into when you started seeing the separation of what they're doing and like the older style? Who was the first dancers that you were like, wait a minute, I seen this what they're doing, but what is this? Like, give me your connection to that.
So I think the first time I was able to make like a difference, it was when I saw some bone breaker into turf dancing. I saw retro dancing against eyes, and I saw him dance. I was like, okay, he can turf, but it's not look like the same turf I was looking with. I was watching turf fans, so I began to take more time for understand some stuff. And after I saw a lot of video of like we have like, but you can use it.
Right. So what did you after you're watching this? You're like, okay, there's like you said, there's people who turf and turf power moves, turf bone rate. There's people who do old school like just swag. What drew you into the style that you have now?
So now, like I said, beginning with studying because I was liking Intricate, and also at the same time I was watching like Suave, Turf fans, and I Do Me.
Right. Okay. That'll do it. Okay. Yeah.
And I saw a lot of video of WDA, so I was watching like Intricate beat a lot of people on WDA. And when when I was seeing him, he was dancing against people who didn't touch. So I was okay. So we have different style of turfing.
right.
And I think I was falling in love with a video against like I Do Me against Future or Dav. I don't remember exactly who.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, so I can mix both and find my whole way to dance.
Right.
I was
Because you dance, and I'm gonna show people before when we split up these clips. I always start with like a clip of the person dancing, but you literally dance to like you are a turf dancer. Like why, even though I know you tell and you do other things, but your essence is like it's like the swag and the you know what I mean, the musicality, kind of like how we do it in the groove. Like, what made you go in that
yeah,
direction instead of being like I'm gonna be combinations, kill offs? You kind of went in the groove direction.
because I would love the culture in general of California, like the music videos and the video in general, stuff like that. That's why me if I love like some 13, some pro moves and stuff like this, the first thing will make me fall in love with the California in general is the culture. So
Culture.
my goal is to be able to share what I like when I'm dancing. So that's why I like to move my head and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So every time I was watching a turf dancer, no matter if he was 13, board banking or some stuff like this, he was like enjoying himself. So that's why I was okay. So that's why I love turf dancing because
Yeah.
when I watch someone, I saw the culture behind this, no matter the style.
Right. So what similarities or like differences, right? So now you're turfing, you're still in France. We're not talking about when
Yeah,
you start coming out here yet. What similarity from you learning turfing and you're just on a YouTube and you're just, like that.
yeah.
What similarities or differences did you notice between, let's say, the Bay Area turf dance community and the dance community you came out of France, of mostly hip hop? What was the difference for you?
Okay, so me, I was knowing the difference, but I did not have a lot of knowledge of that. And the funny part of it is was when I was looking some video of YouTube, I was looking like Les Twins dance with their friends a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem for me when I was dancing in Paris, sometimes people was thinking I was dancing like Les Twins because Les Twins take a lot of movement from their
Turf.
fans in
They get it.
general. But me, I like to learn everything about something I like. So I do like my study and I see like the difference between like hip hop from New York and the turf,
Mm-hmm.
like the incense, the music, the way they bounce, because we don't bounce the same in turfing like we bounce in hip hop. It's not the same way to bounce or to catch the music or the foundation, the move. And also, I learned turfing was born thanks to Oakland Boogaloo too.
Yeah.
So in my hands, I was already know it's more closer to popping than hip hop.
Yeah, definitely.
But I didn't have the level for explain this with my dance.
Right.
So this was like a big win for me because I was like a beginner and people didn't know what dance I did because they don't know. But there was okay, you do like hip hop and you dance like the twins. But it was not that. So I was trying to find a way to make it able understandable and be able to dance when I want and
Right.
where I want.
So how was it when you started becoming good at turfing? And we seen your videos. You started becoming good at it before you started coming to the States, right? How did your peers take it in France? Because you started battling and going to battles and trying to teach. How did the
Yeah.
community, the dance community, take it? Did they reject it, or did they accept you for it? Like how was that? Was it challenging?
So, firstly, we are like in 2K15, and just no Strobe came in Paris for Georgia Dance Battle, like the fusion concept for the first time.
Right.
This time, people were thinking I was only a turtle, not a turf dancer, because they saw like only touching move a lot.
Right. Right. Okay.
So they was not like reject me, but I was not really good enough for explain with my dance. But I was keep going every time and keep going every time, every time, every
Got you.
time,
I got you.
every
I
time.
got you. Okay, so when was your first time coming to the United States to say, "Hey, I'm gonna learn how to turf," and who did you connect with to get out here?
So after 2K15, so just know like in 2K17, Bob Intricate was coming in Paris for do like a dance competition, different concept. Because 2 years ago, Strobe was judging, but this time he was like compete with Intricate. And I was the only one who knows them. So I just sent a message to Strobe and say, hey, I'm a only turf dancer in Paris. I like what you did. I just want to connect with you and say hi. So he just replied to my message. He said, okay. So after the battle, just come and out with me and Intricate to the home of the one who hosts the fusion concept. And during the battle, I was the only one who were gonna share for them because I was the only one who know turf dancing that
Who
whole.
understood
Because
what was? Yeah.
and so when I meet them, they say to me, bro, if you love turf dancing, just come to the bay. We can host you. I said, okay. So I was working from the time was they saying me that until the next year. And like right now we are in 2K18 and 80 is the first time I come in the bay.
Right. So
The
2008.
same,
So did
yeah,
you did you
because
did you just work and save up your money?
yeah, I just work and save my money like for 1 year because they asked me to come.
How much did it cost you? Like a roundabout figure? How much did it cost you to get out here?
So the first time I come, I think I pay 800 back and forth for the flight.
Oh, that's not that. That's not too bad. 800 back and forth for the
Yeah,
flight. Yeah. How long did you stay the first time?
2 months.
So you came out here for 2 months. So when you were out here,
Yeah.
did you get a hotel? Did you Airbnb? Did you stay with
So
the
I
homies?
was staying with Intricate. I was working with Intricate.
You just stayed with Intricate. Oh, so you was laughing
Yeah,
your ass. You was laughing.
yeah, because he said to me, bro, just come in the bay if you want to learn turf dancing because it's not the same thing on YouTube and in real life.
Yeah, totally
So,
different.
so I just say, okay, I come. And when I come there, I call him. He say, okay, come to my house. So I was staying with him.
So where and what you stayed in Hayward? I'm assuming. So what was that like? Like
No, in
what was
seminary.
your nerve?
In Oakland.
Oh, he was in Oakland. Okay. So what was your
Yeah,
nerve like
it was
knowing that? Hey, first of all, have you ever traveled internationally like this by yourself, or was this the first time?
by myself. It was the first time because I was always traveling with my mother or with my dad. But
Right.
this time was the first time by myself and for myself.
Wow. And I know you've probably heard about Oakland. Honest to God, bro, was you like
Yeah.
nervous? Like, man, I'm going to Oakland, and
No, I was so happy because I was watching a lot of video of turf dancing. Be there, it was like an honor for me. And you can show me around everything. I was like a little kid in Disneyland because I was
right.
watching everything on YouTube. And now I'm here. I was so happy.
So you wasn't even worried about none of the negativity, because a lot of
No.
negativity sometimes surrounds Oakland. How people hear about it, even though Oakland's a very cultured, very artistic, very beautiful city. There's usually a lot of negativity that comes around. That's why I'm asking that questions. People say Oakland, they instantly start talking about crime and murder
So
rates, and
for my case, I think I don't care about the negativity because someone good bring me there.
yeah, I like that.
And he show me always good stuff around Oakland. I know this city got bad thing and good thing, but he show me around and teach me how to dance. So no matter what happened here, I'm gonna like this place like it's my home. And by the way, before I come here, I did like a dance video when I was calling out every people from my dance generation. And that's why the next day when I land there, he bring me to the board to West Oakland and I dance against OC.
So that was gonna be my next my thing was gonna be like, who was your first turf dance battle against? But your first ever battle was against Aussie.
Yeah. So I was at West Oakland with Intricate. Avish was there. Del was there. Phil was there. And me and me was there. So, and they saw my video and say, okay, want to dance against someone. And they just call OC and say, hey, bro, just come to the bar. Someone want to dance against you. And he pull up and we dance.
And how did that go for you? Your first dance battle, was you nervous?
No, I was so happy because I did a video for calling out every turf dancer, because when I was watching some video on YouTube, I was watching a lot of dance battle. And for me, it was a culture to call out someone or call out
Right,
everybody.
right. So how did that battle go with
Because,
Aussie? Let's tell the audience a little bit about that battle. Like,
okay,
first of
so
all, how do you think you do?
so I think it was like a good battle because we met tie, nobody win, and until this day we stay like this because we battle since this day.
Right. That is crazy. So you what? All right. After you battling Aussie, you seeing his style, you seeing your style. What was next for you? Did your confidence start growing right then and there? Because you came here overseas. You've been doing this on your own for a while. You labbing with a little bit with Intricate, then bam, you got your first battle, and your first battle is a stalemate. What did that do for your confidence as a turf dancer?
After this, I was like so happy to see turf dancing in real. So I just asked everybody to teach me some move.
Right.
So yeah, can you teach me the foundation and can you teach me some stuff and story about turf dancing? So that's why I was going around everybody for of different aspect of turf dancing.
Right.
Because when I land there was okay, so I like tutting, so my best friend is like a best tutor, so I can ask him whatever I want about tutting. But if I want to learn different stuff, I need to ask to different people. So I just
Right.
ask different people and they teach me.
So when you went, so now let's say you spent 2 months here. How many times did you battle in your first 2 months here? Was it
Oh,
just Aussie?
so no, I did like the inner chamber number 2 or number 3. I don't remember the number.
What was the battle name again?
Inner chamber, dopey
Unknown
battle.
Chamber. Unknown.
Yeah,
Unknown Chamber. So who did you battle in
yeah.
Unknown Chambers?
So this day, I go to the semi-final. I dance against like Lisa Green, Crumper, and X at the semi-final. X from New York.
Oh wow, that's a hitter. Yeah, you had a man to be starting like that and coming so early and already battling, being there with X. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Man, they kind of threw you in a fire. But that's good though. That's good though. Yeah. So, all right. You got your 2 months here, unknown chambers under your belt. Now you go back to France, right? So now you go back to France, right? So now, like, what was it now that you have this turf dance experience? Now, what was the difference when you brought it back to France? Now, how did people take it? Did they start seeing some degrees of separation?
Yeah, because when I was here, I was putting a lot of videos there, and people follow me on IG, and they saw what is turf dancing.
Right.
And also, after my trip, I become best alive. And Strobe made a post and say, okay, welcome to Okami to best alive.
Right.
So everybody was saying that and say, okay. So he's not joke, like he really become a turf dancer and you have some respect in the barrier.
Right. Yeah.
So people beginning to understand I was doing a different dance style because people from the Bay give me credit.
Right. So now, now is that was gaining? Were you gaining notoriety and credit back home because of this? So now people are like,
Yeah.
so this is when, because I seen you having. First of all, do you still teach? I know back in the day you used to have videos and show like you
Yeah,
teaching people in France.
I was so when I back in Paris, I was beginning to teach because my goal is still to share the turf culture in general.
Right. So with that being said, do you see turfing becoming like a global movement, kind of like how hip hop and crumping is?
So we can and we're gonna do, we're gonna be, but we need first to take care of the people in the culture firstly and stop segregate because a dance style always evolve in general.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
So if you segregate a dance style, the dance style is never gonna grow that whole.
Right.
Because
So
for like right now, I'm UNKNO, and in UNKNO we have different style of turf dancing, and everybody is a turf dancer.
right.
So I think the problem is like we put more intention into something. We don't need to put intention into it. So for example, if you take like the crump dance style, it's like younger than turf dancing, but it's more global. Everybody dance crumping everywhere in the world because they
But
put the energy on into something else.
do you think it's an importance in our culture though to do like you did and research and study and kind of know the history so you can tell the story?
Yeah, because if you don't know the story, you can share something.
Right.
It's important to know the story about something you share. So for me, dancing is like a language. And if you want to learn more about a language, you need to learn the culture behind the language.
Right.
And also you need to accept the fact the language evolve.
Yes, that's a double-edged sword, and that is the truth. because it does.
Because
For the language to evolve, it needs to evolve from something, from a base form. Just like English and all the languages we speak now, a lot of them evolved from Latin, right?
yeah. So, and the main problem you have there is, for example, so I'm Intricate gonna teach around the world.
Yes.
And every time he teach around the world, he say, I'm a turf dancer. Same if people book him for turfing, he teach turfing every time.
Right.
Every time he teach turfing. But if people in the Bay, they don't know that, they're gonna tell him, yeah, you're not a turf dancer. So I think it's like a wrong part. Before tell something, speak with the people and ask him what he teach to people. Because, for example, the first time he came in Paris, Intricate teach turf dancing.
Right.
He didn't teach turfing that all. So he came in with strobe and say, okay, I'm good, I'm 13, but I'm from the Bay and I'm gonna teach you how to turf. And he introduced me to the people like that because it was so, Okami is the first turf dancer in Paris, so we're gonna teach you how to turf because we're from the Bay.
Right. So I made a video earlier talking about that, where sometimes you get people saying like, okay, everybody is not everybody's flavor, right? Some people
Yeah.
will be like, you turf dance. Some people are gonna be like, you don't, because you're not to their style. Where I'm more so, I'm from the older generation. I'm like, if you know your history and you know some turf dance moves and you implement them in your dancing, I would say you're a turf dancer. But I will also tell the truth and be like, you do this more. This is your main go-to style. I just think sometimes the story needs to be correct, and the semantics do matter. People need to learn how to start explaining and expressing what they do, But then there's a lot of people who I think is like, we micro critique too much when it's unnecessary at times, right? It's unnecessary. If somebody is doing some turf dance moves, even if they like to wave and glide, I'm not going to say you're not a turf dancer. I might, but I'm not going to call you the best turf dancer, right? But I'm not going to ostracize you. I'm not going to X you out, excommunion you, and be like, you're not this or you're not that, unless you're totally not doing it, because it is an evolution of styles, and we're some of the first people that were hybrids, And like you said, it's just the style changes and it evolves. I think sometimes we get stuck. Some people, we get stuck in that trap of which you wanted to look.
But I want to add to what you say. So I'm gonna take Intricate for example because this is like the main example I can take.
Right.
So people are gonna think he do only turfing, but if you dance with him, he can do some turf runs and only turf.
Yes.
And you want somebody who is only turfing and no turfing. So for example, he won World of Dance twice because he was turfing and not turfing. So he danced against like 𝗪 and he do turf move. Yeah. And the last battle I did with him is like when you go to Bali, he was turfing.
Yeah, I think with Intricate, people you just gotta really watch him, because even within when he's doing tutting and other things, within all his rounds, if you really watch him, he is doing turf dance moves inside of him. Like I said, it might not be somebody's flavor. You might not like it the way you want it to be.
Yeah,
but it's there though.
You can like it, but you can say to him, he's not a turf dancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he turf.
Man, I'm on that side, and I know some people be mad at me for being on that side of it, but I am though. It's like, man, you can't expect everybody to look exactly how you want them to look. That's unfair. Also,
yeah, because if everybody looks the same, we don't have like a culture.
Yeah,
it is only clone.
Right. Because I can't just sit here and deny that. Man, there's a lot of. I like the way the style is going, and I like the creativity that a lot of people have now. Me, I'm more so always like, oh, make sure when you're going out there, your story's together. Don't start the turf dance story with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like,
and that's why I love turf dancing, because you can dance turfing with different way, not only one way. But for me, it's only my opinion. You should to be able to dance every way of turf dancing. You can pick one, but you can pick one specialty. So, for example, Intricate can dance turfing with everything, but he choose to do turning, so he choose to do learning.
Right.
Don't be mad at it.
Yeah,
but
that's what he likes, bro. It's like me.
Yeah,
I'm a turf dancer,
like it,
but I love
it,
combinations, bro. I love dancing on beat, trying to hit hella beats, and I love combinations. So it's like, bro, I'm not sitting out here just straight old school and all day. So it's like, bro, people are gonna do what they like to do as long as they have that core element and it's recognizable. And I think now people, because even people like you're with you being out there and the intricates and strolls and people going all over, people are starting to recognize that there's a core way to turf dance and move, and that people are doing other things on top of it. I think now it's finally starting to translate to people to where they can identify turf dancers by the way we move, by the swag we have. So how would you describe your turf dancing style?
So like right now, I'm someone will like do a lot of a combo in general. But I also like to mix with studying and some swag and flavor on it.
Yeah, yeah. You got a
But
nice blend though. You got a nice mix.
so the fact is because I really love like manga and video games. So when I'm dancing and battling, it's like I'm fighting someone for real. So I got some combo and I know to blend everything.
What's your creative process like when are you a person who sits in the mirror and practice moves and freestyles until the move come, or do you make up sets, or how do you come out your performances in your
I
battle?
do everything. Firstly, I need to watch and read a lot of manga because if I read a lot, I can have a lot of creativity.
Right.
And also, when I'm labbing in general, I'll labbing how to do the foundation
Mhm.
because if I can different do variation about my foundation, I can create something different in general.
Right. Right.
So I'm separate, like I'm gonna do 30 minutes of foundation, 30 minutes of threading, and 30 minutes on everything blading.
Right.
And every day working on different topic. One day I'm gonna work on my character, the next day I'm gonna work on my waving, some stuff like this.
Right. So how do you like what do you lean on most, you think, naturally? Would it be like, do you lean on storytelling? Do you lean on technique, or do you lean on controlling your energy in rounds? Like, this is
So
about you battling.
why now is like more controlling my energy because I don't know if you know My Hero Academia, but
Yes, of
I'm
course,
feeling
bro.
like yeah.
Of course I do. Of course.
So when I'm dancing, I feel like I got the one for all, and I need to concentrate my energy for be able to be understandable with every movement.
So you feel like you're Deku and you got all the
Yeah,
vestiges in you, and you going between
yeah.
you going
So
between number 2, number 4, and I feel you.
yeah. So every power is like different aspect of dancing. So for example, flirting is one of my power move is one of my power, but the essence still the same. Like the
Uh-huh.
foundation still serve dancing, but I can use whatever I want when I want.
Okay, so now you're turf dancing, you're Okami, you're going back and forth, you're teaching out there. Tell us your connection to unknown. What happened? You were BA, and then
Yeah, I was
Okami.
BA since like 6 years, and but the people who teach me how to dance is Dopey and Skitter and Intricate.
Right, right.
So before that, Intricate was like No Mercy.
Yeah, no mercy.
Skitter was BA with me, and Dopey still a no. But back in the day, no was not active at all.
Okay, yeah.
So I was doing a lot of back and forth. And one day Skitter leave BA. And I was staying in BA after the pandemic. And when I saw Skitter and Intricate become a no, I was sad and happy at the same time because I wanted to be on the same team of them, but I can leave a team like that.
Yeah.
So like 2 years ago, Intricate come in Paris again for do Fusion Concept with Skitter.
With Skeeter, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And from this day, he was asking to me, bro, just come BA, just leave BA because um everybody come to your house is a no. So so why is to BA? So and the funny part of it is like I love BA. I have nothing against them.
Right.
But at this moment, BA was like a lot of with some kids and daddy because everybody in BA is almost a daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
So at this time, I was like the only one to push away like the team because they have other priorities of it.
Right.
Personally, I was feeling like I was stucking and didn't able to grow again,
Mhm.
but I don't know why. And I was changed from BA to a no. I learned new thing about dancing, and I really feel like a no got the same direction of me. So that's why I was going more and more.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So give me one moment, right, in a battle that you'll like never forget, good or bad. Or let me actually pose this better. What has been your hardest battle, your hardest challenge in a battle, a person?
It was like after the pandemic when I danced against Crow at another chamber number 4.
Anybody dancing against Crow, you gonna have a hard time.
And this one was so this day was something special for me because after 1 year I didn't go in the bay, so I was sad in Paris.
Hmm.
And I was so happy to come back here.
Yeah.
And I did like a little depression in
Okay.
Paris because I was not able to travel in the bay again.
Right, right, right.
So when I come back for the first time in the bay after the pandemic, I was so happy, and I lost in the top four against Crow. So I was so sad and was so happy at the same time because I was so happy to be there. I was so sad to lost. And after this, Crow come to me and say, "Yeah, so you was my favorite battle of the day." So I was so happy at the end. Same if you beat me. So
They don't call him 𝗪𝗁 for no reason, man. Crow is gonna give anybody a hard ass time, bro. It's just like that. But so Crow's been one of your hardest battles. Is there
yeah.
anybody that you haven't battled that you want to battle?
So for be real, I want to battle like everybody in the world because my goal is to show turf dancing can beat any dance style.
Any dance style. So if there's anybody
Yeah.
that you could battle right now, we could put you on a stage in a Coliseum, even in France. Even name one person across all styles. Who's one person you want to give it to first? Like first.
I think it's gonna be like Outrage, the Crumper,
Oh, okay.
and all tie eyes.
So you want to go? You going to Crump first?
Yeah, because I was looking a lot of video between turfing against crumping when I beginning to dance.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to dance against crump dancer.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
because for me it's like
We had the
something.
first versus Crump battle at Laney Community College, bro. Like back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. I battled Shep, Corn, Dav, Future, and
Yeah,
who else?
this
And
your charger.
Scooby battled too. Yeah, that was crazy. We battled the Crumpers right before the movie Rise came out. Right.
Oh
before-
yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. That was fire. So do you think
Just wait a minute.
bro, like, do you think like nowadays that like turfing is being represented?
Yeah.
Do you think we're being represented accurately now across social media with all our battles and everything going on?
So yeah,
Mhm.
we do, but I need to add this. So the problem is like we don't share a lot of each other in general because a lot of people know cozy, feel, intricate, strobe, etc., because they do something else, not something else because they're turfing. But when people outside the bay share intricate, you're gonna share him for his starting, but they don't know it turf first.
Got you. Yeah.
So the problem is like the culture didn't value enough the dancer in general.
Yeah.
Because if you say to someone, yeah, you don't turf, you're gonna say, yeah, I don't turf, I do something else. You're not gonna be prone of sharing something.
Right.
So we lucky people like Intricate, Phil, Zel, Kuzi are prone to come from the Bay.
Right.
So they're never gonna say, no, I'm not a turf dancer. They're gonna say, yeah, I'm a turf dancer, but I can do this and this.
Right.
So we need to put more value to dancer from your community, that whole in general.
Right. So you
Because
we don't show enough love to each other, honestly, right? Like
yeah,
like
we don't show love.
There's there's like 1,000 people in that turf dance page. When someone put a video out, you know the power it would have if everybody just clicked and shared, and it's free. It's free as fuck.
Yeah.
Share.
So the only thing I'm sad about is like we only share when turfing go on big stage, for example, with Kendrick Lamar or some stuff like this.
Yeah.
And we don't need that because, for example, every music video from Bear, rapper, or some stuff like this are listening around the world. And we see turf dancer inside it, like for Kendrick Lamar, for Jay-Z, for Kamea, some stuff like that. And the problem is people outside America, they don't know Oakland is like a rich place with a lot of culture in general. Because people know about popping, but they don't know turfing and popping are little brother.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So do you think it's a lot of this has to do with like pride and a little bit of jealousy of some people wanting to be on?
Yeah, a lot. Because people didn't pay attention to the fact if someone else win, they win too, because people gonna pay more attention to what you do because someone from your culture win. So for example, it's gonna be more easier for me to do some battle for me in Paris because people like Phil, Intricate can win around the world. So people are gonna begin to understand more what is turf dancing. So I can go anywhere and people are gonna come to me and say, oh, you're a teammate of Intricate. You're someone who know Phil, you're someone who know Central people because people paved the way for me.
Right. I think
So
slowly but
that's why
surely, I love watching people go international. I love shout out to 𝗪𝗁𝗵, shout out to Phil, shout out to Intricate, shout out to Strobe, shout out to 𝗪𝘁𝗰𝗵, shout out to you, all everybody that's even shout out to Pop and T. Everybody that's in another country displaying it and showing the style to me is like it's doing wonders regardless of how we might view it as, oh, this person ain't the best or that. It's not about that sometimes. It's about who has the opportunity to spread the culture and if they're doing it. And that's one thing that I do respect. It's like, you know, it's helping in the long run. So my next question for you is, like, what's the biggest lesson that turf dancing or turf community has taught you about life and yourself? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, you're good. Did you hear me?
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're
Okay,
back.
so
You
no,
paused
what
for a
was the
second.
question?
So the question was, what's the biggest lesson that turf has taught you about life and yourself?
So about myself was like confidence and just be proud of myself because I'm someone like very shy in general.
Turf 101, turf 101, turf 101, turf 101, turf 101, turf 101, turf